Hello, hello. Good evening. Today is Monday, January 13th. It is 10:50 a.m. or p.m. Eastern Time in the US. I am doing something here. I want to show you something. These posts what I'm doing in this channel are meant to showcase, some of the market dynamics, right? We have we have a market that is to the downside. We have an all-time high monthly is currently sitting below previous month low. We have a strong outside bar, weekly bar to the downside, has taken this trend as explored above but closed below. Let me show you more. Has closed below, right? Below the low of the previous week. And have a range, 6 week range here. This is FOMC week here, and potential could be this. It's very dangerous if the market comes down here, because the odds that this low, which is a go no go, this also is October low, as you can see here. The odds that this low holds or held is, I think, are lower than, for example, here, right? This will be this will be if it happens like for the fifth time that does that. And the market is chewing. Like right now, I am checking the I am checking the weekly time frame more than the daily and the month. Well, I mean, I'm checking all of them, but I am paying special attention to this one because this could be the potential destination of this movement here. Also, okay, I got that one here. Also, it is a 5% pullback low from a 5% pullback from the all-time highs, which is normal. There is nothing some rebalancing happening here, right? And the election gap. Okay, we have this election gap here. This is November 6th or something like that, when the market has huge upside. This one has been closed. Right? I will check in a few moments the market profiles to see where exactly this is. Right? This one has been closed. Very mechanical. You can see how many times the market has tried. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times. This is a significant gap, and big gaps usually take time. Right? And this is this go no go level that I have here is in here, right? But markets don't go straight down or straight up. There is always some rebalancing here, and this another reference that I have here. This is the low of this upper range. Okay, see we have 6 week range here, and have another 3, 6, like about 8, 9 weeks up here, and this is the low. This one here, I believe is I don't know what it is, but it is this one as well. Okay, I have moved it out here, and we have this 5% pullback, which coincides with the 100 moving average. Right, that is the context for the current market. The bonds, before we go to market profiles, right? The bond market has formed a range here and is breaking to the downside and is testing, checking this low again. This may have another leg to the downside. It is going to have no idea. Right, this is I'm keeping an eye on these markets as well. What favors? Yeah, this is positive for the big tech here, a strong dollar. This is not, right? The crude oil is having a rally here, and it's getting dangerous high here around 80. It was for a while, it was around 60, 70, something like that. And this is not good because this can increase, the odds that inflation may keep higher. Okay, that thing. What is this? Oh, this is 30. This is this is 10. This is the 30. We have checked these ones, and all right. Let's check also. Let's take a quick look at what Nasdaq is doing. Nasdaq is the only one that had not have an outside weekly buy. The monthly has ended here. The upside trend has ended. This one is coming back inside this range, this big one. No, and the daily, you can see the daily. This has good odds that the one-time frame lower may end here. We may have some sideways trading. It's in between the two major moving averages. The Dow, the market to the downside was not having any. This was to the downside way before Nasdaq and ES. The SPY, which is a continuous view of the market. This gap has been closed. Coming back is retaking the 100. It is based. It's an instrument that is based on the ES, on the Standard & Poor's, and S&P 500. Okay, I'm going to set this one aside. Now, what I want to show here, now this is the 5% pullback low, the 100 right there as well. And what we had today is an attempt. We have value lower, right? There was some selling here, but the sellers here. There was one trade here in the afternoon. And it was this here. When the market dries here, it couldn't take back this one, for example, this one here. Very risky. I didn't do anything here, but this was, I believe, was an opportunity based on what was happening before, and also because it had after a while I have seen some blocks here coming yesterday. It happened right there, and I put on Discord. I have put in Discord that this market was risky. On both sides I think it was risky on that side, but something that I missed here. Something that I missed is, and this happens all the time, right? How inventory really had gotten too short here, right? Markets, traders were trying to sell, have downside extension 1, 2, 3, 4. The fifth time that it comes down here, it takes this questionable low here. Same thing happened in the upper side, but this one takes these lows out, and this is the trap, right? This is when traders get trapped here, shorts get trapped, all this inventory is short, and now it's underwater. Okay, value is lower, but and that inventory is underwater as we speak. Remember, all trends are to the downside: the daily, the weekly, the monthly. The broader view of the economy is not looking good, but those things are the surrounding factors, the surrounding circumstances that around which we trade. Okay, because the first thing market has to deal with all business first. And I had this video here, this market dynamics thing, because of this. Okay, let me open here the overlay. Right? We have this A and B periods here. I'm going to expand this. Okay, I'm going to expand here. Look at where this opened, right? We have this market, we have a spike here. I'm going to call this, where the spike is going. I guess I can call this, I may be able to call this a spike here. Let me call this a spike, okay? This is spike base, and why I call it spike base, because this upside movement happened at the close, or very close to the close, for the market to do something that can tell us if this is a valid or an upside movement that for the market to confirm or reject what we have here. Saddle was up here. The overnight came from Saddle. We have a lot. There was a reference here. I don't remember which one was this one here, this area here as well, and Saddle down here. Inventory was very short. And also, remember what we have here. We have these two overnights, back-to-back overnights, without daily, without regular trading hours here. This is something that this is a nuance for me for this market. I think these are correct. This is preventing this market from having downside station here. Traders know that, right? That inventory is being held by weak hands. We have this day, Friday, closing the gap. Very questionable for me, at least. Okay? And something, and this is now, this is the dynamic that I have seen so many times before, right? All this inventory is trapped now. All these shorts here, all this low, big volume here are underwater here. The overnight has opened with a gap, right? I don't know what it opened, but it opened higher. We have this low, this is very super freaking questionable here. I think this is the last. Should be somewhere over here. And the thing that I have seen so many times is the market in the morning or at the opening is just start to sell like crazy, like a huge selling here that comes and it suddenly just comes to a stop. Right? Stop on these tracks. It can be here, it can be past this one, maybe lower here, but that, and this is just one scenario, okay? I'm trying to highlight here, just one scenario. That provides, right, the chance for all these shorts to cover their positions, to cover on your to close for a break even or minimize losses or whatever, and just as soon as that happens, the market goes back higher again. All right? We now have potentially, we may have a range with can be aiming this high here in the upper side. But the low is also very questionable here. This low is, oh, and the gap was closed by one tick here. Right? You have the relation gap up here, and the market just covered one tick. This is a good trade actually to the upside. Really, really nice trade there. And I am going to carry on this piece of information, this one here, and I'm actually going to leave it as yellow. I think that's better than gray. This 3Y low here. Now this one does not remove the longs from here. No, this is just a fake out. I'm keeping this in here. This trade from this level is just starting here. The thing is, we don't know when bigger traders or bigger, I wouldn't say bigger time frame, but bigger participants, participants with more power, staying power, money power, come to the market. Sometimes they come early at the opening, sometimes they come in the pre-market, sometimes they come after the market open. Sometimes they are active all day long. Sometimes they come at 2. Sometimes they come just before the close. Sometimes it's after the close. We don't know. All right. The thing is, what we want to know, or at least try to figure out who is the dominant force in the market. That's the thing that I want to know. All right. There was a lot of short-term trading here. A lot of short-term, very, I would say retail. I wouldn't say retail, but short-term trading, selling this market here. Yeah? Remember, when the market opened, it has a significant gap here, but it also was a weekly gap. We have seen over and over these weekly gaps have the tendency to be closed rather soon. Okay, this was another gap. It was a weekly gap too. Okay? And I haven't seen this kind of activity in a while, actually. Okay, and that is what I wanted to talk. I want to say here in this really a small video here. Okay, I'm going to put a link on Discord, but remember, this is just one scenario and one scenario only. All right. Depending on when the market opens, I am checking the spike, this area here. The market opens above the spike, opens below the spike, opens in the spike. We already have a gap, so that's positive. Gap, spike. That's a sign. Gaps are a sign of change. I will have the 5900 two white high here, and this mini go-no-go level are really close. And above this, this juicy short term, weak inventory, big hands holding short inventory here. All right, guys, I hope this helps. We'll see you another day. Bye bye.